Hi, I'm Ken. I'm here to tell you about Endow. We're building the decentralized tools to manage the full life cycle of your will. We started kicking around ideas about digital asset inheritance 2 years ago. And here's a brief introduction to the team. I'm Ken Hodler. I worked in legal consulting early in my career, and I was the CTO at KeepKey. Morgan Sherwood is a DApp engineer who builds algorithmic trading bots in his free time. And Aaron Anderson is a longtime contributor at MakerDAO. Aaron's going to share a little bit about what motivates us to build Endow. Aaron?
Thanks, Ken. Endowl is dedicated to the memory of my mother, Sydney Spencer. She was a true Renaissance woman. She was a vice president of engineering for a military contractor. She trained astronauts underwater. She was a world-renowned artist and technical illustrator. And she was an opera singer with a rendition of Blueberry Hill that put Fats Domino and Elvis Presley to shame. Before she died, she developed a system to ensure that her kids would receive their digital inheritance. She was a wise woman. She didn't let a little thing like death make her hands weak. She had diamond hands, and she made sure we got ours. Endow is going to make sure your heirs get theirs. Ken is going to tell you how we're going to do that. Ken?
Great. Thanks, Aaron. Sydney gave an incredible gift to her family. When we started thinking about Endow, we asked, how can we create that same experience for every family? Unfortunately, estate planning is broken. As the largest generation in US history is getting older, many people are dying without a plan. 2/3 of American adults don't have a will, and most of them feel they need one, but they don't make one. And so we talked to over 100 people and we asked why. And they said things like, I don't want to talk to an attorney, I don't understand the questions, or it's too time consuming or too expensive. People do want an estate plan, but the process is what's getting in the way. So what's the solution? We evaluated the full life cycle of estate planning and looked at what's needed to fix it. And here's what we identified. We asked relatable questions about who and what is important using plain, understandable language. Creating the documents and getting them notarized should be easy. And where possible, the process should be automated. For example, when the circumstances of life change, the user should be reminded to update their plan. Users should be able to make tweaks as they're needed, like when they move or get married or have a child. It needs to be affordable. And finally, it needs to seamlessly handle digital assets like cryptocurrency automatically and securely, all without needing to talk to an attorney. Fortunately, estate planning is ripe for disruption. A couple of recent trends support this. First, decentralized technology enables for the first time coordinated and automated asset transfer without the need for a trusted third party. And second, laws are starting to catch up with the digital reality. 10 years ago, e-signatures were not recognized. Now they're accepted almost everywhere. And there's laws being put into place in many states that support remote online notarization and electronic wills. So that's great news. It gives us an opportunity to create a new approach to estate planning that makes the process more accessible to every family. Again, we talked to over 100 people who don't have an up-to-date estate plan. Most resisted talking to us at first, but after probing a bit, we found that everybody has someone or something they care enough about that they want to have a plan for it when they die. These things are different for every person. Sometimes it's things you expect, like financial assets or real estate. Other times, though, it was something unexpected, like photos on my phone, cryptocurrency, medical directive, things like that. This led us to realize that we need to support many deep verticals to service people's estate planning needs. Endowl is building a plugin architecture where third parties can link text and data into an estate plan and receive notifications about changes in the user's life. For example, a charity can have a button that adds them as a beneficiary to an estate plan. Specialty auction companies can add a letter of instructions that alerts heirs and executors of valuable assets and where to go to sell them. And online accounts might record beneficiaries and sign up to receive notifications about life events of the user. So how does it all work? It starts with a bottom-up discovery process. We ask relatable questions to identify who and what is important to the user so that they can formulate the plan that's right for them. Once they have a plan, Endow generates the legal documents and sets up a will signing ceremony. The people who are part of the estate plan are notified, and this builds your trusted network of family and friends. The system monitors data sources like the Social Security database, credit reports, and social media to detect life events that may affect the estate plan. And when the time comes, Endow securely delivers the right documents and digital assets to the right people at the right time. Estate plan discovery and document creation is free. Users will subscribe when they activate advanced features like life event monitoring, online video notarization, or they set up an automated transfer of digital assets. We also plan to develop a revenue sharing model with plugin providers. Wills name the most important people in our lives. In a sense, a will is a private, siloed, decentralized social network of people we care about and trust the most. Because of this, Endowl has a natural network effect. You can set up and communicate with the people who are closest to you about your estate plan, and when you're gone, the private network that you've set up acts as a rallying point for your heirs at their greatest time of need. The potential market for Endowl is huge. 7 in 10 American adults don't have a will. That's 142 million people. Estate plans usually cost around $500. That's a potential market of 71 billion. Of those, 85 million people say they want a will. Our first vertical market will be crypto owners. That's about 12 million people. And that gives us an obtainable market of about $6 billion. Endowl is the only solution that manages the full life cycle of your estate plan. Like our competitors, Endowl is an online DIY solution with friendly estate plan discovery. But Endowl is different. We manage digital assets, offer remote will signing, monitoring for important life events, and support whatever is the most important to you through third-party plugins. We really are in a product category of our own. Next month, we plan to issue our plugin architecture white paper. This enables plugin partners to start building. Beta release will come in Q1 and GA in Q2. The rest of 2021 will be spent onboarding plugins and building the system out to scale. In 2022, we will continue to identify and target verticals, and start moving into international markets. If you've been putting off estate planning, you know that the process is broken. Get your estate plan done this year by signing up for the beta release on our website at endowl.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Again, I'm Ken from Endow. Thank you for joining us.